Hello. For today's 25 wise quotes, I selected Catherine the Great. Very early, it was noticed that I had a good memory. Therefore, I was insistently tormented with learning everything by heart. Tell 1,000 people to draft a letter, let them debate every phrase, and see how long it takes and what you get. Happiness and unhappiness are in the heart and spirit of each and every one of us. If you feel unhappy, then place yourself above that and act so that your happiness does not get to be dependent on anything. A man ought to form in his own mind an exact and clear idea of what liberty is. Liberty is the right of doing whatsoever the laws allow, and if any one citizen could do what the laws forbid, there would be no more liberty, because others would have an equal power of doing the same. First health, then wealth, then pleasure, and do not owe anything to anybody. The more a man knows, the more he forgives. You were in a mood to quarrel. Please inform me once the inclination passes. I praise loudly. I blame softly. One does not always do the best there is. One does the best one can. If Russians knew how to read, they would write me off. It is better to inspire a reform than to enforce it. I beg you, take courage. The brave soul can mend even disaster. Nothing is more difficult, in my opinion, than to avoid something that fundamentally attracts you. Liberty is the right to do whatsoever the laws allow. The equality of the citizens consists in that they should all be subject to the same laws. The usage of torture is contrary to all the dictates of nature and reason. Even mankind itself cries out against it and demands loudly the total abolishment of it. No man ought to be looked upon as guilty before he has received his judicial sentence, nor can the laws deprive him of their protection before it is proved that he has forfeited all right to it. I sincerely want peace, not because I lack resources for war, but because I hate bloodshed. I cannot live one day without love. I shall be an autocrat. That's my trade. And the good Lord will forgive me. That's His. I may be kindly. I am ordinarily gentle. But in my line of business, I am obliged to will terribly what I will at all. You should know our mania for building is stronger than ever. It is a diabolical thing. It consumes money, and the more you build, the more you want to build. It's a sickness like being addicted to alcohol. In my position, you have to read when you want to write and talk when you would like to read. It is better to be subject to the laws under one master than to be subservient to many. Equality requires institutions so well adapted as to prevent the rich from opposing those who are not so wealthy as themselves. A great wind is blowing, and that gives you either imagination or a headache. The love of power and the power to attract love were not easy to reconcile.